Before I learned about ACEs and things, I was making films based off my life and, writing about it, writing about childhood experiences that were normalized. And then working with a huge crew of people, right, to bring it to life, actors and, everybody on the film crew and all that. And then putting it on the big silver screen in front of huge audiences. Then suddenly people are coming going, dude, your childhood was kind of fucked up. You know what I mean?
Sorry, I don't mean to laugh.
No, but I mean, it is funny. And then realizing like, I think trauma is part of this story. This isn't just a ghost story, or this isn't just a story about wanting to know my gangster dad. This is about trauma. And it is kind of surprising to people how much of that I went through, because most people didn't have any idea. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy to accept that the reality I told myself, the things I used to prop myself up, were sometimes just preventing me from looking at the harder thing underneath the surface.
It's hard at first. It's hard to accept, especially when you've been put in these situations where you have to take control. You have to take full responsibility. It's all on your shoulders to be able to move anything forward. It's hard to accept that, like, you didn't have control, that there's nothing that you could have possibly done, that there was no avenue, no strategy that you could have taken to deal with your parents or your caregivers or the environment when you were just a child. A lot of people think about psychiatric disorders and PTSD and trauma as you're just sort of maladaptively responding to things. And that's not really true. Like, the point of PTSD, the point of most of our psychiatric disorders, is to do something to keep you safe, is to maintain your homeostatic balance. PTSD is bad when you come back from war or after a traumatic event is over, because there's nothing else to be concerned about. Because at that point, it's interfering with your ability to do the basic things that you need to do. It's interfering with your ability to get in a car. It's interfering with your ability to go to work, to maintain stable relationships. Those are the parts that are maladaptive. But if you actually are in a traumatic situation, if you are in an environment where there are a lot of ACEs day to day to day, if you're living in a community where around the next corner there might be violence, it makes perfect sense to be hypervigilant. It makes perfect sense to be jumpy or easily startled. It makes perfect sense to engage in avoidance behaviors and to have these like memories pop into your head to remind you, oh yeah, we don't want to go down there because there's a possibility that we're going to be in danger.